This is the homepage to storyspheres.com. On the top left-hand side, we've got Create. If we click that once, then you can enter a name. You only get one chance to enter a name. You can see that library on the left-hand side, I've misspelled with a capital I. That's a mistake and I can't change it. Enter a name, click Agree, and click Create. In this short video, we're going to have a look at how I got to making the library. Click Edit. There are three stages. Stage number one, after you've created the title, is looking at uploading files. You can see that I've already uploaded by clicking Upload and a suitable 2:1 image. This is very important because it has the exact ratios that you need. In other words, the 4000 is 360 degrees wide and 2000 is 180 degrees high. It is ideal. If you use an image that is a different size, then it will simply be stretched and it won't look that great. Now, what I've done also is within my 10 megabyte file limit, one image, and I've added, I think it's about 13 or 14 audio tracks. I'm not going to count them at the moment. If I play one, I'll eat you up, I love you so. So that is a quote from a book. Now the next stage, stage number 2 of 3, is studio. We wait, and from the black screen emerges the area which on first entering, and this won't do it because I've already made this and I dare not touch anything in case it goes a little bit wrong. And when I say wrong is the very first time you load all of this, all of the tracks down on the right hand side are playing in your headset or from your speakers all at the same time, and this can be quite distracting. It's not a problem though. What you do is you've got two options, and we can see here that what I've done is book quote number 1, and the way to do that is single click where it says angle X and just click that once. That activates the musical note and singles out the track you're listening to. In other words, all of the other ones will become mute. There are two options. One of them is to click synced. Now I've chosen a sync track, and let me just find it down the right hand side down here. Let me go down, and there it is. So audio track number 8, which I called book, and I can edit, click in here to edit, book quote all, is the one that you can hear now. It loops in a play. It is not visible anywhere on the screen because it's clicked sync. If you uncheck, and please I stand corrected on any of this if Google Creative or Grumpy Sailor come back to me, and I'm sure they will, and to say, as my understanding, if you uncheck both boxes, nothing will happen. The audio file is ignored. So with this one, I've clicked check. In other words, it's going to autoplay in the background. Going back to the top, then what I've got is I've said book quote number 1, and I've positioned that exactly somewhere on the canvas here. Now I'm not going to click it right now because I don't want to change anything, and I've saved it, and I've clicked click to play. When I've gone through this in a very methodical process, I've closed that area, and I've gone all the way through quite patiently to close and edit and place all of these boxes. So when I've done all of them, and I nearly have down here, look, just for a speedy process to go through, there's number 13, and then pulling it down the bottom, you can see that I've got now 14 audio tracks. I did make a mistake on one. I just went back to the upload screen and I deleted it once I found it. So at the moment you can see that none of these are activating because I'm in... Oh, there we go, look. Now that's interesting. This one here, notice in the central console is a different color. That is the background track. And it's going up a little bit now. So if I click save, but more importantly, on the right hand side down here, I click preview, wait for that to load, and then you can see that once we get past, and it loads pretty quickly, bear in mind all of this, the image and the audio files are way less than 10 megabytes. That's pretty easy. Now what I do is I've got a central target here, which is the circle, and if I line this up to one of the clips, wait, goes smaller, goes big, which is now. So come with me where dreams are born and time is never planned. And then on the left-hand side, I've got a mini player with a play and a stop button, and it says book quote 7, and that will continue playing in a loop. So after all of that, and notice on the right-hand side, there is a little favorite button. Please add it if you wish to, and just check one more. Wait, 3, 2, 1, start. Today you are you, that is better than true. And that's book quote number 8. Notice I've made this into a game. In other words, I have not added the titles or who said them. That's for you to find out. Be quite sneaky, because some are near the floor and some may be near the top. Now the last part, as I said before, we can go to top left and click the cross. That brings us back to the studio button where we were, but more importantly this time, and notice on the right it says add link to another photosphere, and I believe I've actually tried to link that, and I can do it now. I wanted to link it to the field and click add link, and I'm not totally sure I was successful with that before. It doesn't matter. The point of this, after you've saved it and you are happy and you previewed it, then you can go along and you can click share. Now, when we've got share, remember the title. Look at that. That's huge for me. I can actually change it. I thought I could not ever change that again. So that is fantastic. The library. Description, and we can pull the area down here to make. I've made it quite short, but some of these can be a lot longer. Hidden amongst the shelves of the library, there are 13 famous book quotes, da-dee-da-dee-da. We can add some tags. I'm going to use tags, sensible tags. Probably the maximum of 5, as I've done here. I've also checked, would you like to submit your StorySphere to the public gallery? Yes, I do. And I can view it now, view it on cardboard if I wish to. Embedding, I will show you, because that's really hugely important. And because I use Blogger, I could use custom 580, which I always use, but I've done this quite a few times now, and I'm just using the flexible coding. And all I do is copy that, paste it into Blogger, and boom, Bob's your uncle, and we are embedded. So I can share it to Google+, Facebook, or Twitter. Please feed back to me, back to Google Creative, back to Grumpy Sailor Creative in Australia, and talk to each other about these, because you can probably tell, very passionate, very excited about this new feature.